I'm going to show you how to integrate Google Sheets with ScoreApp. So first thing is to open up the quiz or the scorecard that you are working on. And in this case, I've just set up a test one called Smooth Sailing Conflict Resolution for Small Businesses. So this is my test scorecard. From this, you're actually in the home page of this scorecard now. And so on the left-hand side, you will see Integrate. If you click on that, that will open up all the available integrations for ScoreApp at the moment. So go into Google Sheets and then in Configure, and then click to Authenticate. So I'll choose my Google Workspace account. And you will see now it has connected me to my Google Workspace account. And under the settings, you will need to choose which worksheet that you'd like to use. Now I've set up a test. Yes. Okay, continue. So I've set up a test worksheet. And as you can see here, it's given me a selection of all the available Google Sheets that I can choose from. So I'm choosing the test one. And you will see here that this is the name of the file, the ScoreApp test sheet. And you can actually select the worksheet within Google Sheet. At the moment now it's set to 1 because that is the default. If you see, this is my spreadsheet, the test sheet that I had set up earlier. It's empty at the moment and is only sheet 1. So you could create a separate one for different sheets. Like for example, this could be your project folder and you have different scorecards within that project folder. You can create a tab for each to integrate with each scorecard within that project. Say, for example, you have a project folder for a business name and you want to create a quiz or you want to create an application funnel, you want to create a feedback survey form, and you can create different spreadsheets here. So you can name them. For example, I could name sheet 1 as for quiz. So these would be my quiz results. This one could be renamed feedback. So say if I have a feedback form, I could name it, put this here. And now if I go back to the integration for that particular scorecard, which is at the moment a quiz. Okay, I'm just refreshing it at the moment. Okay, it's been refreshed. You can see here now, ScoreApp test sheet. That was the name of my spreadsheet. And this is now been changed, right? Say, for example, I choose the quiz tab. And so it will now map the responses onto this particular worksheet. And down here, you need to map in your form fields. There's no results here because it was empty, right? So these are the lead form fields. For example, you have all the options available here. So you need to make a note of what's on your opt-in form, and this will be the records that it will map onto the Google Sheet field. You need to fill that in first. So if I go back to the test sheet, and let me share this tab with you. So this is under the quiz. I always leave the first column empty because normally what ScoreApp does is it will calculate the total number of responses up here. Then over here, I could put first name. Like if it's an opt-in form, for example, before the person fills out a quiz, you need all the details. First name, last name, email. Okay, that's usually the ones I would have. And then so now I go back to the tab here. I will have to go back here and refresh, reconnect it again. Okay, the name of this sheet is correct. The worksheet is okay. Then now I'm going to map it. So I will see first name here now because I've already filled it in. So I'll map it to the ScoreApp field. Second, last name, save, and then email. These would be the information that you would normally have in an opt-in form. All right. And then now is the results field. So if it's a quiz, you would basically map out your answers here. So for example, let me just see it based on answer values. Okay, because this is a test quiz, I will now need to go and check how many questions I have. If I remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so there are 10 questions here. So let's go back into the integration. You can see here now I'm currently editing this. Okay, so there are 10 questions here. And what I'll need to do now is to go back to my Google Sheet and note all those down. So let's go back to Google Sheet. All right, so I would, for the sake of this video, I will just do this here. I'll just fill it in here. Keep it simple. You can actually later on, if you like, copy and paste the questions in here so you know what the question is. You can just fill it in here after the indexing. All right, so this is done. Now we go back to the fields. And again, you need to refresh because it's not yet refreshed. Okay, so back down to mapping the result fields. You need to add the field. So you can see here now all the questions that I've just added to the spreadsheet earlier are here. So column 1, and then this would be answer, and this would be question 1. Okay. Then you continue question 2, and then answer. And if you see here, this will show you the drop down of all the questions. So you just carry on mapping all the fields. Question 3, answer. Question 3, question 4, cons 1, 2, 3, 4, question 5, answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, answer 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and question 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're nearly there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 9. So, and you can 9. And number 10. As you can see here, there are other fields that you can add in. So there's the lowest category, highest category, the score, if it's a scoring quiz, total score tier. So it really depends on the quiz or the scorecard that you've created, what are the value or what are the metrics that you want to track. And depending on what it is, you can just add the field, but you need to create the corresponding field in the Google Sheet first, and then map it onto the Google Sheet field. Okay, so this is how you will fill it in the Google Sheet, and then you test the integration. So what ScoreApp will do is it'll send a dummy lead, as it says here. So it returned with no errors. That's great. Just to show you what it looks like on the other side, let's go back to the Google and share this tab instead. There you go. So it's one lead here, as you can see. Let me zoom this up a bit. Yep. So you can see here is one lead, and that's some reference. First name, last name, score app testing, and then the answers here. Oh, clearly it was a yes no quiz, and you can have the total scores there, whatever it might be, or the bucket name, or etc. This is how you integrate Google Sheet with ScoreApp. I hope this was helpful, and I'll speak to you all soon again.